You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of them. This one is from Denon Detienne, who says, rant about ramen noodles. Whoo, boy, I got a long history with ramen noodles. I first discovered ramen, I think, from Naruto. I think I found out about, like, I'd heard of it, but I think I started eating ramen because of Naruto. Early on, getting, of course, the pack ramen, either from Maruchan or Top Ramen, uh, and the cup ramen, which at first I was into cup ramen. I stopped eating it probably like 2 years in because it's shit. The vegetables always taste like dog shit, and the styrofoam of the cup makes it taste worse. It's better to eat ramen out of a real bowl and to cook it on a stove. It gets more thoroughly cooked. You don't as often have like stale bits in there or fucking uneven shit. So generally, I frown on cup ramen, but pack ramen, I'll still throw it in. We usually have a supply of it. Like, we don't really eat it anymore because now May cooks and we don't really have cause to have to eat ramen. But like, you always got to have it around as a last resort, or just in case everything else runs out, have it in the background. But I like to spice up my ramen. I like to throw in, like, maybe crack an egg into there while it's cooking, or fucking throw in some lunch meat or some vegetables, cut up an onion and throw it in there, let it boil in there. Add in sriracha and some flakes of shit. I think one of my eat along diary videos that I did for Kofuku Graffiti on the Digidoes anime channel has me eating like a really one of my special ramens, like one where I'd put everything in there. So, if you want to see me eat some fancy pack ramen, go watch that. I always get the chicken flavor. I think I've tried all the other ones. Chicken's the best, just is. I think most people would agree with that. I've also tried a lot of the fancier ramens, and honestly, like, because in the last decade or so, a lot of grocery stores started carrying like ramen packs that are a little bit more expensive. Often they come with like a veggie pack or something, or they have like different noodles or whatever. Usually don't like them as much. Usually just because of the flavor. Like, I just like the chicken flavor so much, and usually those ones have like a different take on it with a different spice blend or something that doesn't appeal to me as much. Me and my brother used to go to the Asian grocery store and just get like a mishmash of every different type they had, and some of them are good, some of them aren't, whatever. As for aside from pack ramen, going out to actually get ramen at a restaurant can be a very mixed bag, because like, real ramen is different from pack ramen, not surprisingly. The noodles are usually thicker, less soft and chewy. They're usually like a little bit harder, and there's usually like a bunch of different elements in there, different flavors of broth. You might get one with like tonkatsu on top and shit like that. So like, I've had a lot of different types of ramen from restaurants. Generally, my biggest problem with buying ramen as an American is that it's expensive, more than it should be. Because, like, if you're buying ramen at a Japanese restaurant, you're going to pay $10 to $14 for it, and I'm pretty sure that that is not an equivalent to what it would cost to have that in Japan. I don't think it's that expensive of a dish, but Japanese restaurants are always price hiked here, so, that's unfortunate, but so it's not something I get like all the time because I don't necessarily think it's worth the money, and I prefer pho. I prefer pho, or pho, as most people probably know it. Like, if I'm gonna go out and get a big bowl of noodles for $11, I'd rather get pho. I like the beef. I like the vermicelli noodles over the ramen noodles, but when you get it with all the trappings, when you got the half egg in there and the Naruto flakes and all that shit, it's a fun experience. It's fun to see the amount of variety that gets thrown into a ramen bowl. I tend to favor like the ones that have some pork in them and shit like that. I've been to some pretty good ramen places. There was one that I had tweeted about in Philadelphia that has like that's like a all anime themed. Like, everything's Naruto themed there. They have like all this Naruto iconography, but they also have like a picture of They have a gender neutral bathroom because it's just the only bathroom in the store, but it has both boy and girl Ranma on it, and that's hilarious. They had like a bunch of One Piece shit, just like an anime themed in general ramen place, pretty good. Um, there's several in Virginia Beach. I don't think I've had any. The only ramen I've had in Boston was actually in the city of Boston. There's a couple of ramen places. There's this one that's like this super tiny, really legit looking place, but it's like too hard to get into, so we've never been able to eat there. But maybe we'll try to make a go for it before we leave. I doubt it. But like yeah, ramen's pretty good. Not my favorite noodle bowl. That goes to pho, but I like it more than udon. So there's that. And that's all I have to say about ramen.